Well, happy super early Sunday morning from the giant ninja. And oh boy, this was a tough one. This was a tough one. You know, the Miami Hurricanes figured out how to lose this game over and over and over and over again. This is just one of those games where, like, one step forward, 20 steps back. It just, they, Van Dyke was off. The play calling, you got 40 kids in there, including what I consider the number one overall recruit in the 2024 class in Jeremiah Smith. And you're playing against a team that has just basically put a new defensive coordinator, a team that is almost dead last in run defense. And, I. I'm not superstitious, but I'm like Eli Manning. I'm a little stitious, right? And I didn't buy into these night uniforms or the black uniforms, whatever you want to call it. This whole time I was just like, man, we're just feeding the other team. We're just feeding the other team. We have all these recruits here, come watch us wipe out Georgia Tech off the face of the planet. And we didn't match their intensity. And I was surprised by that because this is a different team from last year. But against A&M, we matched their intensity and we overcame it and we went through it. Like this game, it was just like, everybody's got a shit game. Van Dyke was off. He was off from the very beginning. Made some plays, but he's not the one that cost us this game. There was just so many things, and people are going to complain about the refs, but this game shouldn't have been close. Miami should have been up by 2 to 3 scores at halftime. We're up 3-0. Like, we just came out flat and could not match Georgia Tech's intensity. And I get it. You can blame the coaching staff for not kneeling the ball. Like, I mean, that's just a giant fucking whiff, no pun intended. Like, what the fuck were you thinking, right? But at the same time, we were praising, the whole you go conservative, you lose mentality a couple of weeks ago. You can't have it both ways, guys. You can't have it both ways. Miami played a shit game. Miami deserved to lose. We did everything we could to lose that game. And eventually, it got us with a last-second play. I mean, it's just one of those games. Every team has one. This was ours. And we've had those before. Just FYI. All we can do, guys, is just take it. A lot of us were fucking yapping about we're going to flip this person, we're going to flip that person, we're going to flip this person. Florida State can't score. The Gators are a fucking joke, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now they're laughing at us just like we were laughing at them a couple of weeks ago. I think this is a wake-up call. Not to quote Jonathan Vilma, because that wake-up call that he talked about was, you better respect Miami. I think this is a wake-up call. There's a reason why we were 17th and out of the, top 15. We hadn't played anybody. Yeah, we beat A&M. But if we were to play them again today, you think we'd win? I don't know. We played our hearts out that game. I mean, we just looked flat from the very beginning in this game. We should have attacked this team from both sides of the ball, and I didn't see a lot of that. Man, the defense did what it could, but I mean, you can't turn the ball over 3 times. And I give credit to Van Dijk for running that dude down, because he could have scored a pick 6, but he didn't allow him to. This one's tough, man. This one sucks. I saw Dono put up a video like right afterwards. Like, the dude was almost in tears. I'm too old for that shit. I've seen them all, and nothing will ever hurt more than the Fiesta Bowl back in 2003. Nothing will hurt more than that. So I've seen the great ones and I've seen the bad ones, right? This is not a bad football team. This is a football team that had a really bad day. And yes, we had shit calls against us and non-calls. I mean, but it should have never come to this. Miami should have not struggled against a team that got trashed by Bowling Green the week before. Coming off a bye week. At home, at night, with 40-plus recruits wearing those uniforms everybody loves. I'm not a big fan, to be honest with you. Not a big fan. I don't like gimmicks. You are who you are. Oh, boy. It's going to suck. It's going to suck to be a Miami Hurricane fan for the next couple of days, for the next week. And then we got a big one, right? We got a big one against North Carolina. That's going to be a really tough game. I had us losing that game. I didn't have us losing this against Georgia Tech. You know, I thought honestly we'd be 5-0 to this point. But I mean, it's a heartbreaking loss. I'm not ready to give up on Mario or the coaching staff. There's been more good than bad this season, for sure. We shit the bed this week, and we deserve to lose. We did everything that we could do to lose this fucking game. And we lost it. You know, the one thing that sucks is, like I mentioned, and everybody knows, is all the recruits we had. Man, I don't know if it's going to come into play. I'm not going to say that we're not going to be able to flip this person because of this game, or people are going to flip one of our recruits because of this game. I don't know. It didn't help for sure. But, I mean, this shit's about to get real. You know, I had Miami at 8-4. The ceiling and the floor for this team had to be 8-4. I thought we'd be 5-0. We got 2 extremely hard games coming up. And honestly, I don't think we win either one of those. I think North Carolina is just they just have our number. And as bad as Clemson is, they haven't looked this bad in the year. You know, Duke's a really hard football team to beat. I mean, Notre Dame barely got that done. I don't want to keep talking anymore. I'm done with my rant. At the end of the day, you know, we're all one big happy family, just like Coach Coop says. You know, we all are. We're all pissed. We're all frustrated. We should be going to bed feeling great right now in case all of us are going to have like the shittiest hangover of all time tomorrow after watching today. Because it shouldn't have been that. I really hope we never use these fucking black uniforms again. I really do. Like I said, I'm a little stitious. Fuck these black uniforms. Let's be Miami. Let's be who we are. You know, fuck these gimmicks. You know? Go Canes. Shit.